Can you hear that, dear listener? That is the sound of France. I'm Harry. This is Stu.
Hello. I'm glad this is a podcast and you don't have to see what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, apologies if that was a little bit intense. So Mitch has sent us Life in the Pelotons race radio to the Tour de France.
Can you believe it?
And we just arrived last night, and it's the morning of stage 18. The Tour's going up the Col de la Loze to finish, which is 2,300 metres high.
It is.
And we're going to try and get up there on our little Bromptons that we've got with us, aren't we, Stu?
We're going to give it our best shot, I think. Fueled by your almond croissant. I think we're in with a shot. I think we've got a chance. We've got a bag full of sundries. We've got a raincoat because the weather forecast isn't looking that great. And yeah, hopefully we'll get there.
I'm a bit nervous. My bike's only got 6 gears. Yours has 12.
It's not the quantity, but the quality.
The quality of the legs or the quality of the gears?
We'll find out, I suppose.
Yeah. So like we said, we're in Albertville, which is this quite a nice little town that's a bit of a hub for cyclists because of all of the amazing cols, mountain passes that are around here.
Correct.
The Col de la Madeleine's just
down the road.
Just down the road. La Plagne's not far away. That's Friday's stage.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going big at the start. We're going ambitious. We're going to try and get all the way up the Col de la Loze, which in the past has been a bit of a bête noire for Tadej Pogačar. I think the race is done and dusted. I mean, 4 minutes on Jonas. Jonas threw everything at him on Ventoux.
Maybe it's just softening him up. It's rope-a-dope. Maybe it's rope-a-dope. We'll find out.
You think
today would be the day to find out. So, I mean, like, come along with us and we've said it before, we're fans, we're not commentators, we're not professionals, we're here to enjoy the atmosphere. So the main thing is we're going to eat pastries, we're going to ride bikes, we're going to hang out at the roadsides, we're going to get a bit of the action. But yeah, I mean, you're going to come with us with the excitement of finding out what is actually happening. Guy just arrived on his bike who looks a bit like Jens Voigt as well. It's not Jens Voigt, it's sort of like wish Jens Voigt, but
shut up, Stu.
Yeah, that's my signal to stop talking, probably. So, this is Life in the Pelotons Race Radio, presented by MAP. We're in the mountains. Come with us.
Here we go.
Let's take advantage of this.
I'm Mitch Stocker, and this is Life in the Pelotons Race Radio. Over to you.
What are you laughing at?
Well, I'm laughing at how hard it is to ride up the mountains. We're about halfway up the Col de la Loze, final climb of today's Tour de France stage. I say half the way.
That's optimistic.
half the way to where we're going to get the telecabin to the top, I should say.
We've got a plan B already. It's perfect. Yeah. It's supposed to rain today.
I know.
And it's beautiful sunshine.
Paint a picture for us, Stu. Where are we sat right now?
Paint a picture. They should have sent a poet. We are sitting at a switchback that's lined with fans. You can probably just hear in the background cheering and shouting, because at the moment we're on the closed part of the road, so just maybe like a kilometre down the road from where we are now, probably not even because we're so slow. The police, the gendarmes have closed the road, so it's only cyclists now. Pretty festival-esque atmosphere, I'd say. Lots of polka dot jerseys. There's a Yorkshire Rose just right next to us there, Harry. A bit of all nations, French, Spanish.
It's wonderful just seeing this pilgrimage of riders go up the hill. I absolutely love it, and you get it in every mountain stage of the Tour, and it's something that I just think you have to do. It's hard, but you just go at your own pace. And the beauty of it is that, like Stu said, they closed the road, so only accredited cars are allowed, so there's not that many. And you just get to ride up, and you get encouraged. I think you can hear these two girls in polka dot shirts cheering every cyclist and giving high fives. We've had quite a bit of encouragement on our Bromptons, haven't we, Stu?
We have. Special encouragement for having
there's a lot of incredulous looks as they see the tiny wheels go up.
Yeah, watch me now. I got a push off a guy on an e-bike, which was quite nice.
He took pity on you, did you? Was that when I snapped the elastic?
Oh yeah, Harry had started to drop me. I had to come off the gas a little bit. I was measuring my effort like Geraint Thomas does. Just waiting I was going to reel him back in again, but I got a push, so I'll take that.
Excellent. So yeah, this is it. It's just fantastic to sit here. The thing is, we're oblivious to what's happening at the tour right now, but that's kind of part of the fun. You're just everyone. The mountain's taken over by fans. When was the last time you rode up a mountain, Stu?
Last time I rode up a mountain, not like this.
Yeah.
Probably not since we were at the tour in 2018, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, for context, actually, this is a bit of a reunion for us. Stu and I did a YouTube series called Race Radio, which was in
Hence the
2018,
name.
and we went to races in a camper van and filmed from the roadside, so we're very grateful to be...
Yeah, you made me ride up Loze in a pink skin suit.
I did.
Because, I mean, when I say that, like, there are big climbs, hard climbs in Scotland, but Col de la Loze is 2,304 metres, like we said earlier. It's not to be taken lightly, and possibly not to be taken on a folding wheel, small wheel bicycle. But we're going to give it our best shot. Yeah,
I did actually do a little bike tour on my own on the last week of the tour last year, and I'm very grateful for the temperatures today. They're a lot milder. It was 30 degrees, 35 degrees, which I know our Australian audience will say is not that much, but for a Brit coming from a miserable summertime, I was sweating like you wouldn't believe every day. Don't forget carrying my tent, carrying my cooking equipment. We've just got our little recording equipment and a camera, so we're not quite as heavily laden.
Luxurious.
Yeah, luxurious tourers. What are you looking forward to seeing later today, Stu?
Oh, I mean, we're still quite low down at the moment, so I mean, like I said, there's a festival atmosphere, but as you know, Harry, the further up you get, you kind of, it really changes. You feel like you could touch the sky almost. I don't want to get teary-eyed and sort of poetic, but there's something very special about being very, very high.
And the Col de la Loze is the highest pass of this year's tour, the Souvenir Henri de Grange, named after the founder of the Tour de France, the epic newspaper man, who had the genius idea to basically start a crazy race across France, which still stands to this day, as we know.
Yeah, I mean, has anything run that long? Probably not. Vive la Tour, I say.
Yeah. Well, the French are quite good for it. I was at Le Mans, the 24-hour car race. As you can tell, I love all things French and old. And that's been going for a good 100 years as well. Amazing. Yeah. Well, Stu, how are the legs? I've got to ask. Is the form okay?
The form. It's coming. I think that, I was a bit worried that this would be impossibly difficult because I haven't really ridden my bike too much recently. As I've said before on this podcast, and I'm a dad. I've got 2 small kids. I don't get as much time as I used to go and ride my bike. It's a bit irresponsible, a bit reckless of me to go out on a Sunday for 5 hours now. I'm sure I could manage it, but
I'm not sure your wife would appreciate it.
No, exactly. I try to be fair. But yeah, not feeling too bad. What about you?
I'm feeling good. There are only 6 gears on my bike, which is a bit of a struggle. But no, I'm really enjoying it. It's like I said, you just take it easy, and that's all you need to do. I tell you what, though, we probably should have done a bit more training. Yeah. And actually, Life in the Pelotons Race Radio is sponsored by Join Cycling.
That's right. Join Cycling, the AI-powered cycling training app, whereby you just put in your information, you put in what your goal is, i.e. cycling up the Col de la Loze on a folding bike. And I don't know that it has a setting for that. But you tell it what you're going to do or what you're aiming for, and it will work out your training plan based on the amount of time you have available. So, it doesn't need to be, in my case, it doesn't need to be a lot. You can tell you've only got a few hours a week. Yeah. No problem.
And a feature that it has that I think is really cool for kind of your everyday cyclists, people who have busy lives like yourself, is that if you do miss a session or you shorten a session, it automatically adapts the training program based off that, which I think's really cool. It's not going to chastise you or tell you to only go on bread and water for the next 2 days. Maybe that's a little bit old school, but
needs a setting for that. Harry, you're only getting minestrone, nothing more.
So yeah, if your week is chaos like Stuart and mine, your training doesn't have to be. Join fits into your life, however unpredictable it may be. You can try it for free at join.cc. And if you need an event, you don't actually need an event to just train with Join. But if you do need an event, what about the Dirty Docker, Stu?
What about the Dirty Docker? I mean, I've only been to Australia a couple of times. I'm very jealous. I mean, at the Tour de France, there can't be many events in the world right now that would be making me more jealous, and I would want to be there more than I am here. But the Dirty Docker is it. What's going on over there? They've got a whole swathe of events, haven't
Well,
they? I mean, not only is Mitch Docker there, man, that you should all meet at least once in your lifetime.
Yeah, definitely. Be like the Pope. Everyone gets to shake his hand or kneel and kiss his feet. No, the Dirty Docker's on the 11th to the 12th of October in Lansfield in Victoria, Australia, which of course is where in Las Vegas, where Mitch lives. There's loads going on the Saturday. There's cyclocross, Cross Vegas. There's the Bush Beer Mile, which is a dirty twist on a classic beer mile. sounds Caborsome, which is the name of the Sunday gravel race.
There's all sorts.
I think also Mitch was telling us that people come from afar to that race, so don't just ignore us.
It's not just for locals. Yeah,
No,
he said
no.
you'd had people from the States go over. So yeah, don't be afraid.
Amazing. Well, Stu, I think we should get back up the climb. We want to make sure we get to the top, hopefully in time for the publicity caravan. That'd be nice.
Yeah. I mean, we could probably do with a little bit of a morale boost. It's pretty hot at the moment. Yeah, let's see how we go.
Ali. So we're cycling up the Col de Loze, and we bumped into two cycling photographer friends. We have Zach Williams, ZW Photography.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
And Harry Talbot, Visuals of Harry.
Hello.
Nice to see you guys. Nice to bump into you on our first morning.
Well, we almost bumped into you because we were driving our way up the Col de Loze in Peggy the Peugeot, and I said to Harry, I know who those two wankers on Bromptons are. And we had to pull over.
I said hit them.
Bloody cyclists.
It is a bit of a procession up this. Are all the final climbs like this?
Yeah, the summit finishes are always terrible, and then the really big ticket ones like this are really, really sketchy to sort of manoeuvre through. Luckily, obviously the road at this section now is closed, but before we got to the bottom of the Loze, it was two-way traffic as well, so that's pretty sketchy.
Yeah, it really was. Col de Loze. Well, you guys are 18 days in. How's the morale? Come on, Harry. You're looking a little bit relaxed, a little bit tired, should we say?
Morale's fine. You know, right now it's zen.
Yeah.
It's zen, but you're right. I am tired. If you told me the Tour de France ended today, I'd be okay with it. I'd make it work.
Zach, how about you?
Yeah, I think we've squeezed a lot out of the race. I do agree with Harry, though. We are tired, but I think we've managed to keep morale pretty comfortably high. And just try and sort of be water. Just go with the flow, mate. Like, seriously, there's been a lot of restrictions put in place and a lot of things trying to get us down and stop us from doing what we should be able to do. And we've just rolled with the punches. That's what this job's all about.
Well done, boys.
Any tips for staying positive? Do you have a mantra?
I'm not going to throw to Harry on that because he's not good at it. I would say get a me in your life, and that's sort of how you stay positive.
That's true, I think. You're very chipper, Zach. Would you agree, Harry?
Zach, I was literally going to say it, and then he said it. Zach is literally how I stay positive. Without him, I crumble. Not the good kind, not like an apple crumble. Like
No.
the apples have gone bad.
Boys, the Col de Loze is pretty epic. Have either of you shot there before?
Zach hasn't. I have. I take pleasure in saying that. Col de Loze is beautiful, man. Probably one of my favorite cycling scenic photos I've ever taken, you know? And the last time it came up, it wasn't a summit finish. It went over the top, down the descent. So there's a whole lot less sort of advertising Tour de France paraphernalia going on. You could shoot this spectacular shot with mountains and these switchbacks, and the gruppetto was big. There were maybe 50 riders there flowing through.
Beautiful. Do you guys know where you're going to shoot today?
Harry reckons between 3 and 4K to go. Is that right? I'm sort of trusting him because first of all, he does all the homework. I am the chauffeur, and I take great pride in doing that, and he does all the homework of the chauffeur and the head support here as he lays on me. He does all the homework for scouting spots, which I'm totally comfortable in letting him do. But as he's shot it before, he's sort of suggested like the sort of zone between, say, 4 and a bit K to go and 3K to go is the best. So we're actually driving to the press room, getting in 2 gondolas, and then that drops you at about 1.5K to go, and then we'll wander down from there and then wander back up. And ASO today have said there is no general evacuation, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be a heinous traffic jam to get off. So we're really looking forward to that, because that's been the theme of the race so far. So yeah. Well, yeah, I think it's people like you riding back down the mountain before the important people like us in the press try and get out, get in the way.
You're trying to say life in the Bromptons race radio isn't important. Yeah, you would be right.
Well, where's your media pass?
We haven't got it yet. Boys, best of luck. Thank you so much for that little chat. Keep the morale high. We're obviously fresh, so we want to stay positive. I'm not going to take your negative energy, Harry. I'm going to take Zach's positive energy.
Lovely to see you, boys, and all the best for getting to the top. I'm praying for you.
I think we need it.
Oh, we've made it. Well, have we made it?
We're at 2.5 kilometres to go on the gondola Loze. Paint a picture for us, Stu, like you did a bit earlier.
Get my thesaurus out. Yeah, we just took the telecabine up to the top. We had to abandon the bikes. They're safe though, I hope.
Yeah,
they were allowed on the
later.
Yeah, they were allowed on the first gondola, but the second one, no. It wouldn't have been the Tour de France without a little bit of bureaucracy, I suppose. And the gendarmes are now out in force, keeping people off their bikes. But yeah, we're at a switchback, 3 kilometres to go. The road's already absolutely lined with fans. A lot of spotty ponchos out because there's been like a little smattering of rain.
Yeah,
I like the threat of rain, but I think we're going to be okay. Maybe I'll curse us by saying that. We on the ride up earlier, we saw the cycling podcast's convoy, air-conditioned convoy. Obviously, we're race radio.
We're keeping it real, aren't we?
We're men of the people. We're not coddled in that way.
In their black tinted windows, air conditioned convoy 2-car. I think they shouted something else as well when we went up as well.
I'm not sure if it was friendly or.
I think we should start a beef right here.
I like beef.
Well, we had some steak yesterday, didn't we? Whoa, that was another French thing you've got to tick off as soon as you get to the motherland.
Straight out of the airport, and Harry has a steak haché. No, sorry, steak tartare.
Yeah.
Even. It's even more risky.
Raw meat, and my stomach survived for today, just.
He's hanging on the rickety edge.
Yeah.
I guess what is fun about being here is it's not like being at home and watching on TV. We've absolutely no idea, or I've absolutely no idea what's happening. Has Boggy gone off on his own already? We don't know. We do know because we just
walked past the VIP area and we saw 70k to go. Pog and Ving already on their own. I was like, oh my god, this could be the great day of this year's race. Looks like it's stabilised a little bit. Currently, there's 60k to go with a little group. But Stu, your compatriot Oscar Onley,
heartbreak
is losing time.
Yeah. I mean, it's still good for a top 10, but I hope.
Yeah, there's a couple more days of mountains left for him still to go, so let's see.
He's definitely going to rally. We're good for it.
Yeah, if there's one thing the Scots are good at, it's rallying.
I don't know how true that is. But yeah, no, we're surrounded by high mountains and mountain bike trails, and I suppose this would be skiing in the winter time, but skiing, it's a rubbish sport, isn't it? Really? Well, I don't understand why. They shouldn't ski stations. We don't need them. We need more cycling infrastructure and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty spectacular. The infrastructure is amazing. Just like the gondolas that we got up, seamless, and there was no queues. I'm surprised there aren't more people, to be honest.
The Christmas decorations were still up as well, which goes to show that the summertime is not a factor.
This resort is Courchevel that we're in, which is famous for being one of the fanciest resorts. I think you can hear there cyclists are just making their way up, trying to get to the top, but the gendarmes are then telling them to get off their bikes.
Like, no.
Classic. And then the cyclist will push the bike a few hundred metres past the gendarme, get back on, keep riding until the next gendarme where they have to get off. And that's the rule of the roads on the tour here. But yeah, Courchevel, we actually it was pointed out to us, Stu, wasn't it, that Jim Ratcliffe
that's the man.
Has a enormous chateau mansion overlooking Courchevel, and that was pointed out to us. Quite impressive, kind of Bond villain lair, wasn't
100%, yeah, it's like you expect to die when you go there, I guess.
Yeah.
You get a meeting with Jim Ratcliffe in that place, you're probably like,
Do you
maybe
think
this is the end of my...
Thomas goes there and gets a bolt in the back of the head at the end of this season? You're like, you've run your race. Yeah, right. That's it.
We've got someone running up now with a buggy. I presume there's a baby in there, and not just 24 bottles of Jupiler. But
I don't know. It's highly possible. You definitely get all sorts here.
But yeah, great vibes. So we're gonna hang out, and the race will be here soon enough. Hopefully the rain stays off. While we're waiting, Harry, anything to look forward to on the horizon?
Oh, wow. Funny you should say that. That's one of the sponsors of today's show is the Tour Down Under, and they've just released the race route for next year, and the news that for the first time ever, all 15 Women's World Tour teams and all 18 Men's World Tour teams are expected to be there this year. Whereas usually there's a bit more of a mixed bag and it's not quite such a high caliber field. So that would be amazing to see everyone there.
Everyone's there.
The racing will be even better, you'd presume.
I think we need to be there as well, then, by the sounds of it.
Yeah. Sat here on the top of a mountain, we're like, yeah, we want to be at races. We've actually been to the Tour Down Under before, haven't we? And we loved it.
It was great. It was great. So good I said it twice. I mean, there's one thing that's guaranteed about going to watch World Tour racing in Australia is that you're not going to have to drink any bad coffee. I mean, you come to Europe...
I know, that's a very important thing for you, Stu.
Pretty much a guarantee that the coffee's going to be shit. Not in Australia.
Not in the land of the flat whites.
No.
So yeah, 16th to the 25th of January next year. Make some plans. Get yourself down there. It is literally the best week you can have at a bike race because it all is all based out of Adelaide. So you just spend time there, go to the stages, drink some cold ones. You'll probably see Mitch.
Yeah, 100%.
What's better? What was that, Stu?
Connor's going to win.
It's going to be the biggest win of his career. And we're expecting Poggy just up now.
Magic. Unbelievable scenes. We're in a cloud at the moment, and so the motorbikes, outriders are coming around the corner, and like the light is mad. And here comes Poggy now.
Ale, ale, ale.
There's Poggy coming. Oh, poetry in motion. And then, gone!
Well, that was intense, wasn't it, Stu?
I think I've soiled myself.
That was quite amazing. We were 300 metres to go on one of the final corners. And so Ben O'Connor comes through, take the victory in the Queen's stage.
Magic.
This is Tour de France.
Magic.
Stu, you've got to meet, or at least chat with Ben.
Yeah.
Interview. What do you make of him?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's an interesting character, isn't he? I think we talked about this previously. I think people have an opinion of him based on a Netflix documentary, which is silly because, I mean, obviously that's being cut for attention. Is there a better word than that?
Absolutely.
It probably is. It might be a rude word, but yeah. And he's just a super nice guy. You know, like he's obviously a very deep thinker. I think he's learned to probably say less as a result of like people misconstruing like some of the frustration that he may have shown.
Yeah, and to be fair, he's a real man for the big occasion. He is totting up some bit when he doesn't win a lot, but when he wins big. 2 Tour stages, Giro stage, Vuelta stage. Obviously, he came second on GC at the Vuelta last year. Don't forget, he got second at the Worlds last year. He really knows how to when he's on. He's on. So kudos to him and the Jaco Alula boys.
Yeah, magic.
Stu, paint me the final picture of the day.
I don't know if this extends across the border. Obviously, I'm Scottish, but there's a saying, pea soup. It was full. We were in a cloud, basically.
Yeah.
Complete different atmosphere to when we were speaking last, with a 3K to go, I think it was. Bright sunshine, beautiful.
Yeah.
Not too long after that, bit of rain. We walked up a little bit, started hailing.
Oh, it was It was hailing cats and dogs.
That's what they say. Biblical, perhaps. Yeah, it was. It was. I mean, I don't want to use the word epic.
Oh, he's going to use it.
It gets overused, doesn't it?
Oh, he's going to say it.
It was pretty epic.
Oh, ding, 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 ding. It was though. To be fair, it was very misty and cloudy.
Yeah.
Stu, who's the favourite rider you saw? I mean, it is such a frenzy. Well, and until you've been there, you can't really appreciate what under a K to go in the Tour de France feels like. That kind of, it's just this flash. It's over in an instant, really. The GC. Obviously, you get the Gruppetto after, which is good fun. But who's the favourite rider you saw today?
So fast, yeah. And I mean, I suppose we talked about earlier. Last time I was at the Tour, we weren't in the year of Tadej, so I haven't seen him in the flesh. It was nice to see. Wow. Incredible. Yeah. But my favourite and most excited, obviously, fellow countryman Oscar Onley. We thought he was going to lose time. He was right there.
I know.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, who is that?
It's an unbelievable ride. He's put himself so close to the podium now. He's only 23 seconds off behind Lipovitz, who lost loads of time. Yeah. And we thought he was cracking.
Yeah.
Oh my God! It goes to show what we'll stick to being fans and not analysis.
I was never not going to be a fan of his, but yeah, what a recovery! Well done.
Yeah, and then literally within 5 minutes he was already descending off the mountain, wasn't he?
Yeah.
While the GC guys were still coming up.
Yeah, I think he was the first person to come down.
Yeah.
And then you had a shout. You had a little argy-bargy with the popo, with the gendarme, because
it's always a total farce scenes up at the mountains here, because there's tens and tens of thousands of people on the mountain, gendarmes everywhere, but none of them know anything about cycling. None of them know what they're doing.
They don't want to be there.
They don't want to be there. And the pros, obviously, when they're at a really crazy top finish like this, where it's very hard to access for the buses park lower down. What that means is the pros get given their rain jackets by the soigneurs and a whistle, and they descend the mountain. And we were just starting to walk down, 500 metres to go, and we saw this commotion. And it was Jonas Vingegaard had been stopped by a gendarme. I bet the clip's viral by the time you've seen this, because they were really shouting at each other. And then I decided to get involved.
Why not, eh? I'm here. This is part of the experience.
Yeah,
Get stuck in.
I started saying, he's a rider, he's a pro rider, he's second in GC. Yeah. And this guy just suddenly snapped and turned to me.
Started screaming in your face.
Yeah.
But I think I've got that on video.
Maybe that got Vingegaard to get down. But then we saw him get stopped again about 5 minutes later. Yes, you'd say...
I would have thought he's quite recognisable. Man's got quite... The lines either side of his smile, that's his kind of. He's got that
I always
grimace.
think he doesn't look like a pro rider if you put a big rain jacket on him and you think, oh, who's that gaunt child?
Gaunt, that's the word. Yeah.
But that's another of the
with
weird
his red helmet as well.
And then we saw an absolutely crazy scene, because obviously the pros descend, but then the public who rode up also descend, and
chaos.
It's chaos. I mean, amazing fun for the amateurs, but for the pros, a complete nightmare. And what did we see? We saw a rider on the right hand side of the road, and they're all saying left, left, gauche, gauche.
Yeah, exactly. I've just been mistaken for Ben Healy, which I think that man needs to go to Specsavers. I once got mistaken for Tom Southam.
Oof,
another EF legend. That was a special time in my life. Race
communiques Tom Southam. I waved to him as he drove the team car past. Actually, today I was wearing my big polka dot anorak Mac. He looked a bit cooler than me behind the team car driving up behind the Gruppetto.
I mean, there's probably no time in your life when Tom's not look cooler than you.
That's true.
So
anyway, we saw this rider that was going very slowly down the climb on the right side of the road, which is where the pros were going.
The wrong side of the road for the general public.
Yeah.
Not allowed.
And anyway, this rider was blowing its whistle, and people were shouting, "Go left, à gauche, à gauche," and they didn't move over, and the rider had to go onto the grass, and so nearly crashed.
Yeah, I thought we were going to witness a proper binning of. Yeah, fortunately, saved it. Saved it, turned round, and was like, "What are you doing? You need to be on this side." And I think the person finally got it.
It was an absolutely amazing bit of saving bike riding there. So fair play to whoever the pro was.
Yeah. What an absolute nightmare though, to be a pro, like to have to come down and deal with that. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I would be quite annoyed. So a little bit of sympathy there. I mean, obviously we need fans. We need fans. We can't not have fans on the mountain. And riding your bike up the mountain, that's how we got here, is magic. But yeah, I don't know. Bit of respect.
Stu getting on his soapbox there again.
Sorry, everyone.
So we are currently sat in a very quiet field. The queue for the telecabin down because we had to leave our bikes at the first telecabin spot was huge.
It's enormous, yeah.
So yeah, now we're going to go and try and find our bikes and then ride off the mountain and find our way home.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you for joining along with us.
No, tune in tomorrow. We'll be back. Another day in the mountains.
Oh, cannot wait.
Here we go.
Let's take advantage of this.
I'm Mitch Docker, and this is Life in the Pelotons Radio. Over to you.